Oh, welcome into So Rare in the States, MLS football, baby. It is the greatest day on the face of the earth. I don't care about anything else going in your life because here, right now, this is what matters. That's right. We finally got what we've been asking for. MLS only standalone competition, out of challenger, little lame, whatever. We'll get into that. Alex says it's about dang time, and ZM Star is here as well. All hail the Imperial system. We went live a little early, so some faces are missing. If we go long enough, maybe they'll show up and give us their 2 cents because we love all three of them. Let's go. Mike Basson in here. Howdy, mates. That's right. Temperamental day again in the Sorare community. It is exhausting, and that's why I ignored it all. Because guess what? I don't care. MLS is all that matters, baby. And just like Daniel, he is glad he doesn't have to look at PSV scores again. Guess what? I never even looked at him to begin with. So, this is a great time. Ooh, Hoodweek in here. Hiya. The legend Hoodweek himself. Hey. All right. It's starting late because I forgot to pull up Twitter again. All right. It's whatever. Anyway, Alex, how excited are you?
So excited. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And it was a double good thing for me, at least, with Brazil going to contender as well, which I'm sure we'll chat about. But yeah, I mean, it'll be a lot of fun once MLS gets started back up, because we got our group now. Everybody, if you're in MLS, you're in now. But yeah, you might sell out. Prices are kind of getting somewhere, but
A
for
little
now,
tempting.
it's gonna be fun.
It is. It is. It's an exciting day. We're here to celebrate it all because the MLS Sickos will prevail. Right, Zach? How are you feeling on this day? You are kitted out, ready to go. You love Messi.
Yeah, dude, this is probably the best day in Silver history, as far as I'm concerned. The new gameplay model, where MLS having its own competition where it rightfully belongs with the Big Five, um,
That's right.
is just what we needed. Basically, we're a 30 team league with all the sickos. All the sickos who love this league will love this competition.
Exactly. Like, what could go wrong? We don't have to deal with PSV anymore. It is just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I'll go ahead and pull this up now. So for those of you who didn't see, which I know you already did, come on, you had nothing better to do than sit on Twitter and read all this stuff and see everybody's reactions. MLS is getting its own competition. Kind of mentioned earlier, we got pulled out of Challenger. Makes sense. The rewards got to come from somewhere. And hey, why not just separate it from Europe anyway? Because MLS is its own special breed. So along with this, we will be getting 3 in-season lineups and 3 classic lineups like the rest of them. So we'll have our own little place to play. Might get a little spicy, might get a little competitive, but hey, we'll get in there. But I think the biggest thing is that along with this, we are getting a beat the game system. That's right. The threshold is coming back to MLS, the greatest league in the world. Okay. That's right. The Prem don't have threshold. I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. But this is going to be a massive thing. Basically, the way this is going to work, when you do submit those in-season lineups, if you do play all 5 in-season, it will then be converted into a threshold lineup as well, and you'll be able to win some cash and maybe even more cash. That's right. So it's going to be an interesting little thing. Alex, how does this make you feel? How did these changes go? How do you feel about the new threshold coming?
I think the threshold's like fun. I mean, Cap 240, I think they removed it about a year ago when the season started back up for Europe. Or I remember during the summer playing MLS. Cap 240 was super fun, and so having that sort of back will be fun. But the problem is the prices are going to be really high to start with for in season. So if you want to get in rolling, getting those thresholds, you're gonna have to pay a big tax. And I personally, I think I'm gonna wait. I might pick up a couple guys. Obviously, I'll go for the sporting collection. Like that'll be my thing, and I'll probably run that in season. But other guys, it's gonna unless there's someone that I think's a really good deal, it's probably not gonna go after them.
Yeah, Threshold's gonna entice everyone else who wasn't already playing in labs to go, well, maybe a little in season. Everybody was upset when the Threshold left. So this might entice them to play a little bit more in the summer instead of stacking their cash. Zach, how do you feel about the Threshy?
So there's too many unknowns. We don't know price pools, and we don't know what we need for threshold, because it's not going to be 240, because we won't be limited as to what we can submit. So what do we think? 320, 340? Like, what do we think the number will be to then figure out what we get if it's worth it? Is where I'm at right now.
Right. Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. Obviously, in perfect Sorare fashion, they gave us an announcement of an announcement. And hey, dude, MLS is still about like a month and a half away. Okay. So everybody calm down. It's great that we have this. It's great. It's great to be here. It feels good. It's a weight lifted on our shoulders, especially after last year where we just feel like we got slapped around and nobody cared about MLS. Well, guess what? Now everybody has to care about MLS. That's right. What a turnaround. We're getting early access. That's true, Daniel. What's up? Also, Paolo in the chat. Hey, legends. Exactly. Sell all your European Challenger trash. We don't want that anymore. It is back to last summer where we were all swapping and swapping our cards, trying to fit into a little region, and now we have to do it again. And hey, dude, look at this. What a season to go full in on MLS. That is right. That is right. It is a great time. It's going to be interesting. Let's talk about that real quick. Get all this stuff out of the way. Are you okay, Alex, with it going out of Challenger? Like,
Yeah,
I'm a little on the fence. Like, it's a little lame because I wanted to play even more lineups. Come on, but it's gone.
I think the people it sucks the most to is people that had MLS guys that they were going to plug in and not having a MLS oriented gallery, because now they're losing. They're using that ability to play smashers with their Euro smashers. But for me, like I have a decent sized Euro Challenger gallery, so I can still field teams without that being a problem. And then with the contender switch with Brazil going over there, I still can just move my Brazil guys to all my contender teams that I have. So I think the switches are, for me at least, really good and really beneficial.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Zach?
So for me, it doesn't affect me in any way. I played Bundesliga with just Bundesliga cards. Like I like the idea of just playing in one league, and the rewards I know come from that league. Like I'd be more upset if I wanted European challengers and I was winning MLS cards versus the other way around. You know, winning Euro Challenger cards with MLS guys. We kind of win in that scenario. But right now, I couldn't be happier. I just have full MLS and I'm ready to win. You know, Mason Toy.
The way I see it, I just got a lot more money in my account when I sell all the Challenger trash for more MLS. That just made it easier for me because now I just have a whole bunch of stuff to sell and raise a little bit more funds for that in season. But back to that threshold thing. So Germ says, yeah, because it's not a separate competition, there's probably not a cap for it. Because then that means the entire competition would be a cap for it, and then it would because like the only thing that's going to convert it into a threshold is that having that 5 in season. The biggest thing is the threshold payments. But they'll probably be similar to what we saw because there have been the specials. And I was also thinking too, I know this is an MLS show, but for those of you that play NBA, they did do that weird kind of like threshold competition for Christmas where it's like you didn't have to like submit anything, like choose a target or anything like they did before. So you just like, hey, if you hit this, then you manage to get a little bit of cash. If you hit the next threshold, then there was like a pool of cash split between everybody. And then that third final like tier was you got the entire cash completely. What was it, like $250, something like that?
Yeah.
So I feel like they'd almost do something like that, where instead of pick the target or one select score, I think they'll do like a tier of scores, and then kind of go base it off that. But I do think it's all going to be on what they pay out and how much these in-season cards go for. Because let's be real, all of you are gonna say that you're not gonna spend right away, and you're gonna wait, and you're gonna see those auctions flying, and it's gonna be 12 hours in, it's gonna be 11 p.m. at night, and you're gonna be like, oh, all these auctions are starting to go for a sneaky price, and y'all are gonna degen in like always, because I know you guys, and I'm gonna do the same dang thing. I'm gonna overpay for a not Luis Murillo, because that's the only card I'm not gonna buy. Oh yeah, not
My auction times will be between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. That's it. I will not buy anything during U.S. hours.
I mean, the early access is going to make things interesting. This is going to be the first year we have early access for MLS. We saw what happened when it got released for Europe, but that was like the very first one. So things are going to be a little bit different. So we don't really know what's going to happen. But Red or Dead's here for it, and that's all that matters. MLS is back, baby. Hoodwink. Oh, I want to know what Hoodwink had to say. I don't think I'll be able to get K-League in-season cards as well as MLS, so we'll probably just play Classic, but managed to get some nice options recently so can have some fun. Definitely shout out to anybody who's been scooping up MLS cards in the last couple of weeks. because we kind of started talking about it. We were like, some of these things are just too low, and it kind of worked out. Look, they don't always work out. This could have gone completely different, and nobody could be talking about MLS right now. We'd still be sitting there having fun with our little rare cards by ourselves. But we're here. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we stumbled into it. I mean, we always talk about MLS, especially as the season approaches and the prices of guys when they're really cheap. We just probably stumbled into the best possible thing though this year for all of that.
Yeah, we definitely got a little bit lucky with the timing. Why do you think, Alex? Why do you think they like decided to make the switch for MLS? Like, what's their incentive to like really double down on MLS?
It
Other than us asking.
it overcrowded Challenger, having 30 teams come in. Like that's just it's the most we were talking about it on Friday. It's the most out of any league besides Argentina, and it's the most out of any Challenger team, Challenger league. So it just overcrowded it, and now switching Challenger over to solely Europe, it'll make all those Europeans happy, and it'll make MLS fans happy, and so it's kind of the perfect thing for both sides. And it also allows people to sort of figure out what they're going to do early enough. Like they announced it decently early, month and a half in advance, so people can make gallery moves, or if they need to go after auctions, they can do that. I don't know. Did they say auction time yet?
No, they just told us we're getting early access, but not when.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to go after those animated sporting cards that no one wants.
And I agree with Mike. Mike's comment about the test bed for the Euro changes. We will see. I'm going to guess at least 2 other leagues move into Challenger in the August update. SPFL might be one of them, but Laird was making a point about the second divs because they're one step away from champ, even though relegation works differently. I could see something moving up from that group, the second divs.
Yeah, I don't hate that. But it's kind of funny that in them doing that, they're going back to the way Sorare was like 2-3 years ago when it was like, Champ America and Challenger and like all this. Like we're literally just going back to square one with like all this like shuffle and giving an MLS its own. It's just like, what are we doing? But dude, I mean, we're here. But I do think it is a test bed. We're the guinea pigs, and we always kind of have been. Like it's like somehow always kind of worked that way, and the other sports too, like baseball and basketball. We've seen a lot of things go to them first that eventually do get added to the football side. So hey, it works. Obviously, at the end of the day, as great as this is for MLS, the focus is the Prem and Bundesliga and all that stuff too. So hey. Ain't no worried about it. Shout out to Boston Sean, though. Oh, and we got some Guzan love in the chat. Everybody got their Guzans. His price shouldn't be doubling like that. He's old, but it's okay because Guzan's the GOAT. The GOAT. Yeah, we still don't have any prize info, but honestly, I'm not that upset about not getting prize info because those who want to play MLS and love the MLS, we're going to play MLS regardless of the rewards, I think. Obviously, how much you end up spending and putting into the platform, doubling down and buying is dictated by those rewards, but I think if you enjoy the MLS, you're just excited to play. I think.
Yeah, that was PSU's big gripe, about not having the things. Which I get it. He plays on a different scale than most of us play, so for him, the rewards are the only thing that matters. Like, not the fun of the game and just like enjoying your league. Like he's playing to win the cash at the top. So I get where he was coming from, and I agreed with him. People were really fighting him over the super rare stuff. I'm like, most people don't play super rare. Like he's talking from a position of like experience, and we just are not. Yeah. But hey, that's what happens sometimes.
We're small fish in a large pond. Okay, we're trying. I'm sorry. Alex, do all these changes? And I know like you've been really pushing Contender, and you've been kind of pushing that direction anyway. But as far as the MLS stuff, because obviously we've been talking about scooping MLS, we've been buying MLS. Does everything kind of focusing on MLS, obviously it's going to make it a little bit more competitive for those that are really into the MLS, but does this change your strategy in any way? Like, are you going to like attack things differently? Are you going to look at things differently? Or are you just still kind of going with what your original MLS plan was?
I think I'm going to stick to what I have just because my classic gallery is just way too big for MLS. And I could offload those, but it's a matchup league. Like home teams win 58% of the games, so that's already an advantage. And so like, and with the knowledge I have with MLS, like all of us here like know a lot about the league, and so you don't really need to plan much. You kind of know what you're doing going in. And so no, I still have a big contender gallery and I still have a big challenger gallery. I still haven't gotten anything champion besides a La Liga team that I have that I put together just to try to win some cash. But no, I don't think my strategy is going to change at all.
Zach, what about you? Because you've been kind of on a buying spree. You were the first one to jump on it.
Yeah. I mean, my strategy was I wanted a Messi. Was the strategy, and then I just built from there. And I said, well, you can't have a Messi with like nobody else around him. So I just had to start going after like some of the bigger guys. And the dream, when I said a couple weeks ago, was to pay off the gallery with MLSence and hit a star. With the new changes, doesn't seem like it's going to be as likely to get up to that star pull. So I'm going to have to do it with card wins, which kind of stinks, but whatever. It'll be fun.
But I mean, you'll still be able to win MLS Essence. Like, are we actually officially finally going to get our MLS Essence that we've wanted for the longest time? Like, it's finally happening. Oh, sorry. I don't want to get you in trouble, Zach.
She can't hear me. She's on the call. She can't hear me.
I can't get him in trouble talking about buying new cards. It's tough. I'm probably gonna FOMO pretty hard at the beginning because I think I was gonna wait, but like this sucks too because we were hanging out in our own little corner of the world, our own little MLS, like MLS versus the world. And now if they do give us a threshold and the payouts are actually really nice, like we're gonna fight a lot of people that we probably wouldn't have on the auctions, and that's a little upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot more competition in the auction streets now.
But what I'm hoping for is the burnout from people who think that they want the threshold and then get tired of having to deal with the time in which MLS is on and them not really following it and then wanting to give up those cards. So that's what I'm looking at for my in-season buys, is those people.
You're trying to prey on the weak. Got it.
The surrenderers.
How dare you prey on the weak? Do you guys have anything else on this MLS stuff? Like, obviously, we got the big announcement that it's happening. We're still missing prize info, threshold info, all that stuff, and early access, which will come in a couple of weeks. So there's still a lot to digest, a lot to figure out. But in the meantime, it is a great time to be alive. It's the greatest day of our lives. Do you guys have anything else on your mind about this MLS stuff? Anything that you've been thinking about? Anything that maybe we missed on, or something that we didn't read?
I think Leagues Cup will be better with us being in our own little bubble. I think it might actually work to our advantage this time.
That's true. I mean, yeah, there should be no Leagues Cup shenanigans because MLS cards are only played in MLS, but they'll find a way. They'll find some rule. Or it's like there's not enough MLS teams playing, so you can't submit a lineup.
I think they're gonna do how they did Copa Libertadores. Like they just counted it as contender.
Oh, just do the special kind of.
Well, no, they did it as a contender. Like it's a continuation. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so like that's how it is for Brazil. Like you can play them in contender even when they're in Copa. So I assume they'll just do that Leagues Cup. I do think now we're officially recognized. We hadn't been recognized. Sorare hadn't talked about us in forever, and so now we're recognized. So I think we might get a special comp for Leagues Cup.
This is weird.
Yeah.
It's
You're
weird.
Talking about
Me, little old me. You guys remembered we existed? Oh my gosh. If we win threshold and something in the normal division, do we still get both? Didn't they say we can't win 2 rewards with the same lineup? I do remember reading that.
Yep, they said that in the video. They said that in the video. You can only win 1 reward with a lineup.
Minus classic podium.
Yep. That is what they said, correct.
But yeah, the threshold stuff is too much speculating right now. Unfortunately, we just don't know how that's going to work. So it's hard to say if you can win 2 things, if that's even possible.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of reading it. It just says this means your lineup could win prizes in 2 ways: by performing on the leaderboard and by hitting a points target. The fact that they said "and" makes me think it's both.
Double prizes are back, boys.
Yeah, they took it away and they gave it back at the same time. Because if it was one or the other, they would have said "or," right?
Yeah,
true.
I have the
True.
grammar of a 5-year-old, so I'm like the worst person to answer this question. But by my calculations, that's what it's trying to say. But again, when we get more information, it'll be a little bit different. It'll be a little bit different. Yes, no, Boston Sean brings up a good point. They're messing with the web version because football side and NBA essence have both been kind of swapped around. People have lost their essence. The essence is lost in the essence verse, and it's out there somewhere. They're fake. They're fixing some things. If you go to the market too, like NBA showing up on like NBA, it's just they're fixing things. Okay, they are.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, Mike
But-
thinks threshold's additional, so 2 ways. Yeah, I do also.
They said
Also
that they're
think that.
they're also gonna. They also said that they're gonna just give out essence at like a number, and that's what you get if you hit a certain percentage. Like you're not getting a box; you're just getting like 5 essence.
Yeah, we can look at it for the other
Oh, yeah.
comps in that posting.
Oh yeah, I know we only care about MLS, but like this is a big old update. Like let's not even like put aside the fact that this is like an actual massive update that they pushed. They're definitely changing some things. Nothing like super serious, but they're
We haven't
tweaking
even
some
said the
things.
word divisions yet, though.
Yeah, we haven't. We haven't. And I was gonna bring it up. I was like, dude, the whole division thing, like all the rest of this stuff is like, nah. Yeah, it's all side stuff. Division structures. That's right. Let's talk about these divisions. They got rid of some divisions. Limited's reduced from 5 to 3. Rare's reduced from 4 to 3. And super rare and unique will be 1. From what I see, this is pretty good on all fronts. I haven't really seen too many people complain about it. People didn't like divisions. I don't think they mattered. Like, just let me input my lineups wherever they go. I don't care. I never looked at divisions. I was like, just let me play the dang game. I don't care. So, but now they're reducing it. Alex, do you have more opinions about this division system? Because it's cool, I guess.
I think it's cool. It'll be better for rewards. But I know that people with super rare were mad because it's going from 3 to 1.
Right.
And so that's the only gripes that I saw about it was people with super rares, but everything else seems to be positive, and I agree. I think it'll be good for, not having to worry about losing. Like the Div 3 is still decent, and like I'm sure the reward spread will be good. I don't know if they've released it yet, but yeah. And then with the divisions like not really mattering, the what they tried to do is they tried to make it to where like you want to get to Div 1, and that's how it is now. And when it switches over, that'll be interesting to see if you still need to get to Div 1, because they said in the video that you're gonna be able to win with lower scores, like higher up rewards than you would have been. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Zach, what about you? I
So
don't think
yeah,
we
the
ever talked
super
about
rare
divisions
thing.
on the channel.
No, we don't. So super rare, I think, should have went to 2, just because like what Hoodwink is saying is probably not going up against Pranksy every week might be all right. You might enjoy yourself a little bit more, but
Just a little bit.
but otherwise, Quinny's complaint was that what he called the bathtub division, where 70% of the people are going to struggle to get out because the competition is now being consolidated much more on Div 3.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. Like, he's also trying to reward like mediocre to bad lineups, and I don't necessarily agree that mediocre to good should be where we're looking, not mediocre to bad. So I think the 3 division probably makes more sense.
No, I do agree with that though. Like just thinking like how it all works. Like now 5 divisions worth of players are getting squished into 3. And like, yeah, the reward pools are obviously going to be bigger in those 3 divisions, but it's going to be a lot more competitive. Especially in something like MLS where there's only X amount of players, like maybe 10 players at each position that are like somewhat decent that could really get you up there. Might get a little spicier, but it may not feel that way either, because if they're paying down a little bit further, like sure, you feel like I guess less points would get you in reward, I guess, in theory. But I just think it's going to make it a little bit more competitive to the point where like, yeah, it's just going to be really, really hard to end up in like a winning position with how many players are going to be in there, with the amount of cards, especially in Classic and MLS. Like we all know who the good players are, and you either got them or you don't. So tough luck out there with you non-Messi owners.
But also at the same time, like dudes leave the MLS on a whim. Like the Smashers could be gone tomorrow, as we talk about guys like Lucho, Cucho, Evander. Like these, like yes, Messi is here. Okay, he's too old now to like go anywhere else. But like, a smasher comes in and he could just as well be out the door like the next year. So it's not like they stick around necessarily forever.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But the real question is, did Messi get MLS its own game, or are the Euro managers finally getting their way?
He is an ambassador, so I don't know.
He called him up. Hey, you need an MLS or a division. That he could have done that.
Dude, Messi has the power, man. Messi loves MLS, dude. He's all about MLS. Hey, Manito, is Cucho moving to Botafogo? Did something happen while we were
There's
running?
rumors. I don't think it's anything confirmed yet. We were talking about it on Friday. We don't think Cucho will move during the winter.
I don't think so either.
But there is a bigger chance in the summer. So watch out for that. That was similar thing with Aiden Morris last year. There was rumors for him to go somewhere, and he didn't. And then in the summer he went. And if he continues to keep form, like he'll probably be gone.
Yeah, I kind of have it that Cujo's not really going anywhere, or at least it doesn't really seem like it. Like he seems pretty stoked. Columbus seems very adamant to keeping him. Yeah, and they've kind of like shut all that down. Like anytime there's any Cucho rumors, they're like, "Yeah, we haven't received any offers or any official anything." It's like, okay, Cucho's just awesome that way. I don't, I don't know. Everybody just wants Cucho. Zach.
Yes.
Zachary. Are you? Do you believe that divisions matter or no? Because I'm like, okay, I get it. The prizes are bigger in Division 1. We all would obviously love to be in Division 1 all the time. But like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You get a DMP, you're going down. You don't play well. Like nothing we do other than make our lineups has anything to do whether we go up and down division. So like, why worry about it? Why lose sleep over it? Because like you're gonna be in whatever division you end up in. It is what it is. Quit losing sleep over it and just play the dang game. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't really care about the divisions. I mean, if we look back at the old game when it was just play against everybody, like if we stretch out the rewards from that time to what we see today, it's basically the same. Like, yeah, the podiums maybe get paid a little bit more across each division, but like, because I don't even know how many players are in Division 1, but let's say like the guy in Division 2 getting first place is getting more cash, obviously, than the bottom of the Div 1 guy. So, like, in theory, like, place 37 is getting paid better than place 20. That used to happen with the cards anyway, so, I don't know. I don't think divisions matter all that much. The card rewards are always going to be just terrible, and everybody be prepared to get goalkeepers. A lot of goalkeepers. Let me say that.
It all sucks. It doesn't matter. Your card reward's going to suck. Thanks, Zach. Thanks.
No, we're definitely getting keepers. Like, be prepared for that third string keeper.
Oh, yeah. Do you think it's better that it takes less time to get to Div 1 if you're good at the game? I guess, yeah, right? Because I guess that slog from Div 5 to 1 is pretty massive. And most likely, like, if you're getting started and you're getting killed with your terrible cards, you're not going to stick around long.
Yes. And
So
like one slip up and you slide back, like one slip up and you're back down, and it's just, it's bad.
And until they change deadlines, those slip ups are going to happen a lot because there's nothing we could do about the dang DMPs, and they just happen.
Nicola did like a tweet about MLS game week locks, so there's potential because the injury report comes out an hour after lock. They just need to move it by 2 hours. That's all I'd ask. Just let us get the injury report before you lock MLS. I'm not asking for Saturday at 6. That's not what I'm asking for. I just want the injury report and then lock.
MLS rolling lock would be nice. Maybe lock Saturday morning, like just something like that. Because now that it's its own comp, like it's so like we don't have to have those Turkish games going off at 7:30 and locks at 7. Like we don't have to worry about that anymore.
No, I mean, and dude, they've proven it in NBA. If there's like midday games, even for the daily games or anything like that, or just like lineup locks, like for holidays, if there's an early game, the game week locks super early. So clearly they can do it. And if MLS is going to do it, but I know I was watching the Sorare data a little bit earlier, and they mentioned it was like, well, if they do it for MLS, they're going to have to do it for everybody else. But we are the guinea pigs. We are the guinea pigs. I'm just saying. Maybe not for like the big like challenger champion and stuff like that, but if they are going to do the single leagues, I think it would be a good idea. Yeah, we are getting Friday night games, but
Yeah, which is why I'm just basically asking for 2 hours after the regular lock time. Like I'm not
yeah,
asking for a
or
ton
even
right
that.
now.
Just like,
Yeah,
I mean, what is it? NBA, they do 15 minutes before the games kick off or something like that.
yeah, which is crazy.
So it's like, yeah, dude, bro, let us hang out. Friday night shenanigans? No, live before lock MLS edition. Come on.
Mm.
Come on, Silver. Help me, help you. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Come on now. Come on now. That's a perfect proposition. Perfect. Yeah, our own lock would be great. Game week locks happen at 7 a.m. here, and I'm not. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the West Coast. Yeah, my lock's at 10 a.m. and I'm like in the middle of the work week, just like driving and trying to get my lineups in and finalize. And yeah, 7 a.m. What didn't our lock used to be at like 6 a.m. like back in the day?
Yes, it was earlier.
It
Like
was
yeah,
definitely earlier.
I remember waking up for work and going to the bathroom and being in the bathroom half asleep, one eye open, just trying to input my lineups at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Ugh, terrible
But the
times.
K
Yeah.
League and J League boys took up the mantle for that, and I appreciate them. Like they really hammered on those locks, like how unfair it was.
Yeah.
And we finally got the couple extra hours out of it.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have some fun weekends though, because MLS is trying to be pretty adamant this year of spreading games out throughout the entire weekend. So we might get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll probably
Monday. I heard Monday.
get Mondays. Then obviously midweeks too. Yeah.
Plus midweeks, yeah, dude, we might be MLSing 7 days a week now.
Oh
Seven
my
is crazy.
god.
Leagues Cup we get 7 days a week, but MLS that'd be wild.
No, I meant with Leagues Cup and CC.
Oh yeah, for
and
Leagues Cup
everything.
for sure. Yeah, we'll get 7 days a week.
I do kind of want to touch on that a little bit since we're kind of talking about daily stuff. Where is it? Is it in this thing? They're getting rid of Rivals. Rivals is dead.
It kind of died sort of when they changed the boxes, and they pretty much took essence out of it.
Well, aren't boxes dead too now? Is that what I read?
No, they're
Yeah.
revamping them. They
Oh,
said
they're
they're
revamping.
revamping them.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, higher essence odds now.
Okay, Rivals is dead. It is getting replaced by a brand new casual game mode, and it is on the way. It's going to have daily components, card plaques, and plenty of surprises. Zach, you are a very big. Where's Mike
So
Baston? Mike
Yeah.
Baston is a huge NBA daily hoops guy. So if you guys haven't, because you guys are football sickos, have been playing around the NBA common game, I assume it's something like this: daily matches,
Yes.
common swap system.
So that's what I was going to say. I'd be really pissed Rivals is leaving if I didn't know about the Daily Hoops game, which I think is the best game on the platform. They've had some stinkers. They've had some stinkers lately. Like 2 players from the Wizards the other day was come on now. But for the most part, it's so much fun. And hopefully they just make the rewards fun. Like it doesn't have to be stuff all the time. Like if they're giving away, like they really need to go into the cosmetic stuff a little bit more, I think. Because that's the perfect place to give away cosmetics.
Which they might be. We got some a little bit of cosmetics for the neon Christmas thing they did. We got some backgrounds and some badges that we'll never use.
Neon Christmas was good.
Hell yeah. That was dope. Yeah. Oh, the boxes are only going to be in specials now. I see. That's interesting. But then that's also fun because then they could do all sorts of stuff. It's not like this like set thing that they have to do, or it's like, oh, these boxes contain this. It's like, yo, we're just throwing this in these boxes. Have fun, buddy. Have fun. Oh yeah, I guess they mentioned burn mechanism. No, man, you're just trading in your common cards for something.
Yeah, you're 40, you're 45, you get 35 back. Real simple.
Yeah. You're L1560. You're trading it in for another L1560. Don't you worry about it. We ain't burning nothing. Not Web3. We would never. As Red or Dead fills in his daily hoops team right now. Yeah, MLS is definitely becoming the test phase for the European season with new thresholds. That's fine, baby. That's what we're here for. We will be your guinea pigs. We get all the cool stuff first. That's right. We're cool. First mover advantage, We get to figure out all the tricks and tips for Europe. So by the time Europe comes around, we are sitting pretty.
Yeah, the only part I don't like is that we're the last to get the new cards. Like Europe always gets the new card refresh first, and I'm like,
yeah,
a while before we get the new card refresh.
But yeah, no. By the time we get the new MLS cards, they're like, all right, give me something new. Like this is, I'm already tired of this design, please.
And then the new ones come out in Europe, and we're like, damn, those are way better.
Are they gonna give us MLS designs?
Oh, that'd be so. I mean,
Remember
they
how they
did
did
that one
a few
year.
years ago? Yeah. Like the
Yeah.
background was MLS. Maybe they did the J League cards for that year or the K League. I forget which one it was. Those were beautiful. So yeah,
Honestly,
hope they do it.
no, I was gonna say that like I would like keep the same base design, but kind of give it its own little MLS vibe, its own little flair and uniqueness to it. Yeah, because the one time they did the little MLS badge on the back of the cards, that was really cool. Alex, are you upset about Rivals? You weren't really like a hardcore Rivals player, right?
No, I just played it like whenever someone in the Discord told us that the squad needed help. But before then, I was big into it because you could actually win good stuff. But now,
Yeah, that's how
No,
I
yeah.
was. And then it just felt like they just rug pulled us on a free game. I can't be mad. I am mad. I shouldn't be mad. It was a free game, but I felt like I was rug pulled, and that was the end of it for me.
How the heck you gonna rug pull me on a free game so rare? What the heck? I mean, they just released Rivals at such a high point where like it was big and it was the Euros and everybody was excited and boom and it was crazy and it was fun. And then it was over and we were like, okay. Like, all right. Like like we had this really great thing and now it's just kind of there and then they just nerfed the rewards and it just continuously went downhill. But it was cool. It was
Then
fun to see.
squads, yeah. Then squads, which was also fun, but it's like, why did they even do that if they
Yeah.
sort of knew they were killing it?
Yeah, literally, they did to the squads, and again, we all peaked, and it was high. We were fun, and we were all chatting and hitting it hardcore, and worrying about going up from Div 8 to Div 7, and then, yeah, we all kind of just quit.
Yeah.
But now it's gone. No, either way, I mean, we've been playing NBA. If you guys watch the NBA shows, we've been playing the daily game like crazy. And it is a lot of fun. It's different strategy. It's something to do. Quick, sit there for 10, 15 minutes, bada bing, bada boom, swap in and out. Go into the game week going, this is the greatest lineup that you can build, and nobody can tell me nothing. And then you absolutely whiff. There's nothing greater than like clearing your whole team. Clean slate. You're like, these are the best players for this game day. And it still doesn't hit. There's nothing better. Or you get a 3-star box and get 1 essence. That's all. There's also nothing better.
The 3-star box 1 essence is great.
Hitting the top 100, 1 essence, baby. Let's go.
But you still want to play it because they made the game mode fun. Like you didn't feel bad about the bad reward. You were just like, oh, cool. And then you just wanted to play though the next day.
No, I will say though, and like obviously they're gonna change the essence thing. Like what they're gonna do with that is a little bit different. But when NBA started, I was playing daily hoops every day, like hardcore. Like I was really, really into it, and I racked up like 300 essence within like a month. Like I was cooked essence. And then life happens sometimes, and you just kind of quit playing games for a little bit. And it took me like 2 months to get from 300 to 400. And that sucked. So, like, not for nothing. Like, obviously, it all depends on the rewards. I know nobody has faith in the rewards, but hey, it's okay because the game is fun anyway. That, like, focusing on those common games could benefit you in a long way. Because if you're just churning essence like that, and then you can craft in season, especially if we're playing MLS and now you're getting early in season cards by just grinding daily on top of whatever you're making like twice a week, it adds up pretty quickly. So hopefully Sorare gives us an incentivization to play the daily game hardcore, because there is a really big difference when you play it like seriously for an extended period of time and then you drop it. I significantly noticed the amount of rewards that I was like, how much less I was winning, and that wasn't fun. So
I mean, also like they mentioned in the article, I believe, where they said like they were not over minting essence. Like I believe they mentioned like they were like, no, the essence that we've been giving out is good. So like I don't know if they're talking about like post nerf that they feel happy about it, or like what they're doing in the NBA. Like, it's all very vague as to like what they actually mean, but they were like, no, we're happy with the essence we've been giving out. I'm like, okay.
I think the old way that they did it, basically, like you could get a card every week, and they wanted to stray away from that because like that was too easy. I think it's a little bit too hard now, but I'd rather it be too hard than too easy. Like if I were them.
I mean, are we definitely happy? Like, if you know, like you're guaranteed 10 essence if you hit top 20%. Like it kind of shows. Like you get 10. You know you're getting 10. Are we much happier with that than the jackpot of 1 or 15?
Yeah. So it looks like they were doing it. I finally found the part of the article that talks about rewards. So going back on the double rewards, so you can't receive two different types of rewards for the same lineup performance. So that means you can't win cash. Like you can only win cash or cards, but you can't win both. And they will no longer receive additional essence rewards or a box for the same result. So basically you get one of one. But if you double up on cash, I guess, in the threshold, I guess that's fine. And then podiums on classic competitions will remain an exception to this rule. See, I feel like they wrote this and then forgot they were doing a threshold competition. And then they released it and they were like, oh, wait. And then they probably went,
the third
maybe
bullet
they won't
point.
notice.
Yeah, the third bullet point is where they talk about that they're going to increase it because they're pretty happy with the distribution.
Yeah. So they said now that our essence economy is more mature, we've gained valuable insights into our supply management and distribution. As a result, we're delighted to announce that we can slightly increase the overall essence distributed across all scarcities. So they got scared and they overcompensated. They got spooked. They said, "Oh no!"
They said, "Wait, everybody can't pull the lever every week at 50. This is not good."
Yeah.
Was it 40
no.
or was it always 50? Did they bump it from 40 to 50?
It was 20.
Oh, it was 20.
Yeah, you could rip at 20 essence, and you could get that 2 or 3 times over sometimes.
Oh man, yeah, that was wild of them, 20. And they didn't think the D-gens would pull every time. It's hilarious.
I mean, at the beginning, we were all like, oh, we're going to wait for the star, baby. We're going for the moon. And it didn't last very long.
One guy did it and posted it. We're like, oh shit, we're ripping at 20.
Yeah, no. And kind of what you were mentioning. So they're offering fixed essence amounts rather than varying numbers and odds through reward boxes. Reward boxes will be special events only, and then essence will be rewarded through the leaderboard. So yeah, it's kind of like an essence threshold. You remember when people were talking early on, we're like, oh, what if they just did a threshold mold with essence? And everybody was like, yeah, that'd be dope. This is basically this. Like, hey, you score enough, you reach a certain position on the leaderboard, you get more essence. Congratulations. You now have an essence threshold.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Is all right.
Yeah. Essence is fun. I like essence. All right. I love essence. Not Mike Basson, though, because he saved a season's worth of essence for Eric freaking Gordon. That sucks. I hate Eric Gordon. You don't know this, but I despise Eric Gordon.
He hits threes,
I feel
though.
bad for you.
You hitting threes?
When?
Yeah.
When?
Like 6 years ago?
Exactly.
So I can't speak, and again, this might be a problem that we'll be facing with MLS only, but like it is really just a bad pull at the high levels for NBA because like there's only a certain amount of guys you want to hit and in a very small pool at that. And like when you don't hit that, it feels real bad to be holding that essence for so long.
Yeah.
And the same will happen in MLS. Like, let's be real here. If you don't get one of the guys that you held out to 400, it'll suck.
Speaking, dude, we started talking NBA and Huffman shows up. What's up, dude? Not an NBA show, but we're still talking about NBA because we are ball sickos. Mike Basson thinks it all happened because release crafting during Euros when card pool. That's another thing is that, yeah, they released it during Euros and obviously everybody playing at the Euros was really good. So everybody was just ripping good cards because it was all good players.
That's right. Everybody was just ripping stars. That's what happened.
everybody got lost in the sauce.
I remember I ripped a 20 and got like some starter for England. It wasn't like a great one, but I sold him for like $10. I was like, oh, this essence thing's fun.
Yeah, I don't think I ever pulled anything good off of football lessons, to be honest. Like nothing that I was like super stoked about. It was just a whole bunch of like meh. Or MLS guys, even I didn't know. So that just tells you how bad the tier 5 pool is. I pulled a Miami guy that I've never seen in my life.
I pulled some trash that ended up like they were young trash because I had a lot of U23 essence who ended up like late in the year like becoming pretty decent cards, but like they have since come and gone from my gallery at the time.
Never say never. Never give up.
I will say surrender. If you're a U23 essence person, like, and you pull somebody and you're just like, God, this dude has never seen the field, like, Just hold out on them because they're so young and they might get that move or whatever.
Yeah. Well, see, this is tough. All right. So now that we're talking about Essence, what are you guys going to do with your Essence? Because now, so Challenger Essence, whatever Challenger Essence you have now, is no longer going to give you MLS cards. The only Essence that's going to give you MLS cards is MLessence that you get from the MLS competition. So are you guys just going to hold it, roll it over, and hope you get something good? Are you just going to try to accumulate enough to rip it and start fresh? Alex, obviously you're a contender, also challenger, everybody guy. But kind of what's your plan with the Essence that you have now? Or for people that hoarded their boxes up until this time, I'm looking at you, Daniel. Nice try. What are you guys gonna do with all this Essence that you got right now?
I'm just gonna craft like whenever I hit. I craft it T5 plus every time. For NBA, I save up to tier 3, but for this, I just crack just because it's fun. This is a dopamine hit of crafting. That's all I need. I don't care if it's good or not. But yeah, and it's good because I can get utility from whoever I get because it's not like I have a one-off team in there besides La Liga, like, but I'm not gonna get enough essence from just La Liga to do it. Yeah. So like, I'll have utility for everybody from whatever essence I get.
You should be like Red or Dead and rip that contender essence right now.
Sure with that.
Come on, Red or Dead. You can't come in here and ask if you should wait. You're gonna tell you to rip that thing.
Yeah, always.
Always rip the thing.
So I'm not gonna. I don't have any football essence right now.
Yeah.
So I'm empty. And I said when we started this, I'm like, I'm just gonna hold out to see if I could pull one card that would pay off the entirety that I spent in the off season. So I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna hold myself to that. Yeah, there's only 2 cards I could probably pull or 3 cards: a Heel, a Messi, and a Peck. I think will pay off in season.
That'd be so awesome. That would be so awesome. Yeah, there's I didn't even realize there was more Essence news. Essence does not expire. That's fun. There you go. So you can carry up to 550 basically, which hasn't changed, and then yeah, it doesn't expire. So that's kind of cool, I guess. So you got to open those boxes, but it's not going to expire. So I mean, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, and then they said that they're putting basically a freeze when the new season comes, so they can quote get the pools right, but in reality, they just don't want people ripping and killing auctions, which makes sense. I agree with that.
Next season in August, card crafting will be possible 2 weeks after a competition begins. So there will be a 2-week latency between the start of the European season and the opening of the card factory for relevant competitions. Are they doing this for MLS too? Or just Europe?
We have to remember you're not going to have any MLSs.
Oh, right here. Well, I guess we won't have MLS instance. With February's launches, crafting will exceptionally remain open. However, please keep in mind that the contender tiers will be impacted by K-League and J-League launches. So plan your crafting carefully. Craft it carefully. Gotta be careful out here, man. The essence is dangerous.
Pooch might also pay for what I spend. Pooch might also pay.
Pooch. If he plays next season, that's the real question.
Yeah,
you should. You should.
Playoffs. I don't know if we're doing an NBA show, but is Malik Monk playing? He's out?
He's out.
I have him in my cryo. He's out.
Yo, Huffman, he's out, boy.
Also, I will say, how hectic are those Wednesday MLS midweeks going to be now with everybody kicking off at the same time?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, those are going to be fun. Leaderboards finish in 3 hours. Like, everybody's going to get played in that little time window. Like, that's going to be fun.
I guess it could be. Wait, what do you mean? What?
I'm saying on a Wednesday, every game's at the same
time.
Yeah.
Oh, like the Wednesday sweats? Yeah.
Yeah, so the Wednesday sweats will open and shut, and we'll know by the end of right at the end of the game. It's like we know exactly what happens.
Unless Opta
minus a little Opta.
Yeah, you'll wake up in the morning and know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like all your MLS cards playing on Saturday.
Oh, but then you podium and you got to wait a whole day just sitting there, even though it's over. You got to wait the whole day for it to close.
Listen, I'd rather sit and wait for a podium just to get my reward than sitting on a podium on Saturday night and by Monday you're smoked. Not even in a reward. Not even in the reward. Just straight from podium to 0 on Mondays.
5 essence.
Completely fallen completely out of rewards.
God. Pico Player does bring up a good point, though. We do need to use our level ups, which I have never used up until this point. So I am
Yeah.
hoarding level ups.
Still
my
haven't?
guys.
You have like
No.
105 level ups in your thing. You need to start using those.
Because
I
they will
haven't
just
used a
burn
single
them,
one.
so you have to use them. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
you get anything for them. You have to
Hey.
just go through and click cards.
I
Sort
did
by
it for the
highest average
content,
score.
bro.
Sort by
Level
average
up
score.
party. Level
Yeah.
up episode party.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It's the riveting content that everybody wants. Come and watch me level up my cards before
I don't
they
even know where you
expire.
find level ups anymore.
I
Where do
don't,
you find
dude.
that stuff?
I couldn't even tell you.
It's on here. I'll show it. It's on just
Ooh,
like
Render Dead says if he gets 16 likes, he's gonna rip his essence. So y'all go hit that like button on the YouTubes, and you know what? Subscribe while you're at it. I don't really say that a lot, but subscribe and do whatever everybody else tells you. You know the drill at this point. Like, subscribe, comment, send me $5, all that fun stuff. Yeah. So how many likes are we at? Do we know? Do we know? I don't even know.
No clue. I have no clue.
But yeah, back to the Pico player thing. XP is changing once again. Guess what, guys? I've never looked at XP either.
You need to.
Yeah.
The only time I look at XP is when I'm picking guys and I have duplicates of cars, and I'm like, all right, which one of you suckers has more XP? And I'm like, that's the one. That's the one. Sometimes when I'm shopping, nope, the year goes way before the XP. No, I want the oldest year possible. And then if there's multiple choices, then obviously I get the one with more XP. But other than that, I don't look at the dang thing. So, oh, hello guys. So they're changing it. Does anybody else actually, you know what? I do understand a little bit this. No longer 20 levels, okay? Your cards are going down to 10 levels. You only get one bonus per level. No half levels, no 0.5s, no nothing. Makes it a little cleaner, makes it a little bit nicer. So 3 level ups, man, get you 10 things. Tell me about these tell me about this XP. Does this change anything for you guys? Does this matter to you guys at all? Alex, since you were kind of yelling at me about XP anyway, don't you tell me about it. Why should I care about this XP and why should I care about this change?
It means you got to start playing training lineups regularly if you don't already.
I can't tell you the last time I put in a training lineup.
No, training lineups are dead, I thought.
Are they
I
gone?
think training lineups are dead. Yeah. I don't think you can passively get it like that anymore. I think you either have to win it on the leaderboard or they have to play. I don't think the trainers work anymore.
There's 2 ways to gain XP, ladies and gentlemen. Gain XP by actively leveling your cards up with accumulated XP. A second way to earn XP is through your lineups. Based on a straightforward formula, doubt it. Tied to your lineup's total score. Details of the exact formula will be shared once the new system is live. Cards not played in lineups will no longer accumulate passive XP.
Training TBD, most people are saying, all right. So they still haven't, they don't know what they want to do with the training center.
So the training center is back? Are we getting fitness back? Like, I mean, while we're making all these changes, we might as well bring the fitness center back. Come on now. And someone unliked the stream. I'm going to go ahead and... Who am I blaming for this? Who am I?
It was Redder Dead. He brought it up.
Yeah. So I guess and you can win XP items. Here we go. Win XP items as rewards that directly fill your XP bar, allowing you to accumulate XP and allocate it to the cards you want to level up. This new flexible system replaces level ups, which were too restrictive. Too restrictive. That's why I never touched them, because they required precise timing. Right after a card leveled up for a maximum impact, don't you worry. You'll have time to use any remaining level ups in your inventory before a deadline that they'll announce later. So be scared because they're going away when we feel like telling you.
Day before level up party, then it sounds like. Day before the day. Just level up party.
Level 19 Cesar Araujo 2020 card.
And then he gets transferred. Oh, no.
Join us. You don't have anybody to.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like, it was fun making fun of SKC this entire time for like how you guys haven't signed any players, but Orlando City's starting to sell a lot more than we're bringing in. Starting to get a little worried, Chief.
Dude, 12 mil for what's his name? Zendejas. There you go.
No, it's freaking Club America kept their coach that apparently really likes Zendejas, so
they're gonna pay 18 mil instead.
No, we brought in that 20-year-old from Fortaleza, I think, something like that. But apparently he's not the Facu replacement. He is just another one of those young guys that we're gonna swing on and hope it hits the fences.
You did get that
Yeah.
Dagger Dan 2.0 fleeced from you in the expansion draft.
Oh,
though.
Bruceff, I know. He didn't touch the field once. He got here injured. And it was like Dagger Dan 2.0. And then he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. Oh, dude, Redder Dead's going to rip it. Let's go.
Yes.
Bob Franklin's calling his shot.
L36, L15 sub. I like that.
L15 to 36 sub. Hey, at least he plays. If he's a sub, that means he probably plays. It's better
That's
than nothing.
minutes.
Usually the
Yeah.
ones I get are just big old fat zeros. Those big red zeros across across the L40.
I was about
Yeah.
to say you just drag that bar and it's like nope, 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 nope.
I got a decent reward today from my tier 4. It was like this
Thank you.
Besiktas guy. I don't know. Somehow I didn't win anything from my contender rare lineup that went nuts besides a box. But I won this guy from a Challenger Euro lineup. But I mean,
Oh, Redder Dead with an Emil? That doesn't sound like a T5, does it?
no, Hoyland's definitely lower. Like
That's what I thought. I was like, Hoyland's like a good player, isn't he?
Wait, no, wrong Hoyland, wrong Hoyland.
Ah, see, that's why I didn't want to say anything. I let you take that L.
Yeah.
I
There
was
he
like, that
is.
doesn't seem like the right one.
Oh, he's close with the 36 L15, 38 L15 sub.
Oh.
You got it pulled up?
Oh. U23. U23.
Hey, he plays.
You take it.
Yeah.
He does play.
Yeah,
19.
He kind of
Yeah,
plays.
19, and he's at least has seen the field. So you know.
He's got to start. He's got a start under his belt.
Oh yeah, hoodwink, dude. I will take that L. I know I should be doing it, and I think about it all the time. Yeah.
DM Jorge just hate messages every day about his training and not using level ups.
Come on, y'all should know better. This is roast me in the States for a reason, okay? Y'all just call me out on my BS, and I just take it and ignore it, and I just do my own thing anyway. But I appreciate y'all for looking out. I do. Oh, hey, Nick Bright got him as a tier 4, so Red or Dead, you're doing all right. A bad pull that you were expecting, and you take it as a W. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. See, I know something. I knew he was a footballer. It was just the wrong one. I know what I'm talking about. Listen, this is what I really want to talk about real here. Is San Jose, because they are cooking.
Listen, I am in on San Jose.
You're not fully in though. You need the Espinoza.
Nice. Yeah, I know I need the SP, but like
I got a rare Espinoza to sell you.
like I am sitting on a goalie defender and a mid. Probably soon to be forward at some point. I'm gonna get a Yosef for like $1. Can I get Yosef for $1 right now?
Dude, if
He was
okay,
like
if Joseph
$5.
Martinez pumped, we're gonna have to have some words, okay? Because as fun as Joseph is,
He's a $3 floor for limited.
Oh wow, people are overvaluing him way too much right now.
Yeah, but he was
Rare.
the fastest player to get to 100 goals in MLS. $20.
yeah, okay, $15 for Joseph. Y'all need to chill, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, $100 for his first in-season rare.
Super
But I guess
sub
the guy you
at
want, right, is
best.
like is who's the other dude that they had?
Chicho.
Yeah, Chicho. That's the one you want anyway.
Is he
Yeah,
cheaper
what
than
What
Actually, I
Chicho's
have
price do?
I have to go.
It's his real name.
Yeah, lame.
Yeah, what
30
does price
bucks.
do after that move? Because obviously, like I feel like we were all on the Bruce train, but like semi tongue in cheek, like a little joking, like, oh, it's Bruce, trust the process. And then like one signing after another was like, oh crap. Like Bruce is actually
Yeah.
cooking in San Jose.
If
Hold
we can
on.
get
Because-
this, like,
Yeah. And not the locker room issue that is the back half of the season, you know. But yeah, like at first we were all kind of laughing on the Bruce train because he was basically just picking up scraps from his old team, and then it's like ha ha ha, scraps, Nick Lima, ha ha ha, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, they're making moves now. Now it's really turning on.
Yeah, dude. Espinoza, Hernan Lopez, I guess Pellegrino. Like you were kind of big on him last year, right, Alex?
he was
you were on
insane
that
before
train.
he came to the league. Like, absolutely
Yeah.
insane. We talked about it on Friday.
I
Like,
was
he
on
was
him too.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Look at all that green, the dark.
That's
Oh, wow.
Messi scores right there.
Yeah,
Like,
see, if we would have got that in MLS, that would have been awesome.
well, you
But you
may
know
as well
what?
pay
Year two.
$7
Year
to find
two.
it out. I think I might. No one buy that. Thanks.
No, it's funny because I looked at him today because I was thinking about San Jose again today. Obviously, I picked up the Espinoza the other day. I was like, dang, do I get a Hernan Lopez? Do I get a Chicho? But you can't get a Chicho right now. Like his price is gone. Everybody knows he just moved. Like you
Yeah.
really just can't get a cheap Chicho right now. But then I was like, oh, how much is Pellegrino? $7. Is it a forward card or a midfield card?
Forward.
Ooh. Interesting. And then
Or
what?
Nick
Probably
Lima for $1.
no, I don't. I mean, Lima had some.
Bruce is Lima though.
I know he's a Lima guy. Lima
Love
had some like
Lima.
random decent games last season. I was like, wait, what? That Hundo?
Double decisive hundo from Nick Lima.
Yeah. Under
but,
Bruce,
dude,
man.
he's
Two
a
goals?
whole another year older though. I don't want anything to do with Nick Lima. I think Rodriguez and Daniel stack, if anything. But
Which is what I'm sitting on. Yeah.
Andy Rios. Remember him? He was a goat.
no, I don't.
You don't remember Andy Rios?
No.
If you
It's too-
know,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we have no idea what to expect from San Jose. Clearly, they're kind of loading up with pieces, which they have a lot of, and now it's just up to Bruce to make it all work.
Listen, the only thing that I have to say about Bruce is that when he arrived in New England, mid-season, mind you, that club was just awful. And he turned it around in half a season, and then they won the record the next year. Granted, they had Buxa, Bo, and Heel, and Buchanan, and that team was kind of gnarly, okay? They knocked us out of the playoffs. I remember them very fondly. Like, who's to say you can't do it again? Like, San Jose, not for nothing, but yes, they were bad. They couldn't keep a goal out of the net to save their life. They had 3 rotating keepers. It was like, what? Yarborough, trash, and more trash, okay? It was bad.
Daniel was hurt. That's why.
Daniel was hurt.
Daniel was hurt.
Bobasi was quietly cooking. Espinoza was putting up decent scores. Like, San Jose wasn't, like, garbage. And now if Bruce is there, brought in some pieces, solidified it, and they get some all to buy in, that attacking front is enough to get them through. I'm not saying they're like MLS Cup contenders, but their attacking pieces are going to be probably putting in some numbers. Espinoza, Chicho, Hernan Lopez, I guess Alex's boy Pellegrino. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. So yes, thank you, Paolo, for sending us on an epic rant about San Jose.
which we listen. Apparently, San Jose will get some love though from us. Who knew? We really are.
A few weeks ago, it probably wouldn't have happened, but they just keep cooking.
Yeah.
So here we are. Did we miss anything else on this update? Like, it's just divisions, XP, Essence, a whole lot of MLS, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Rivals.
Rivals is dead. That's pretty much it. It's a lot of, hey, look at all this stuff we're cooking up. It's not finished, so we'll let you know more about it later. But for now, get hype. And it worked.
Yeah, and the reward pool changes for the current stuff, like that they talked about.
Yeah,
the current divisions or the current leagues right now.
Yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is. It's exciting stuff. I'm not gonna lie. And like maybe it was just like just fatigue, where like at the end of the like MLS season, like last year, I was just kind of ready to be done with football, and NBA was kicking up, and it was refreshing, and it was nice, and it was cool. And I literally have not thought about football since the MLS season started. I haven't thought about the Sorare game. Like, obviously, we've been scouting, buying players up, kind of forward looking, speculating a little bit. But like now, I'm like, oh, I'm in, baby. Like, MLS is around the corner. It's back. Like, we are here for the shenanigans, and it is an epic time. We all talked about it. We'd all bring it up all the time how MLS needs this, but like I don't think we ever really believed it, and then they actually went and did it. They did the dang thing. They gave us MLS competitions, and it's incredible. Oh, it's about damn.
Yeah, Red or Dead. Yes, we were kind of discussing that a little bit actually earlier, just between us. Yes, some sneaky things have happened in the way MLS operates now, including this internal transfer system and being able to buy out 2 players. So I don't know. It could really spice up some DPs and stuff being traded. Which the caveats, if anybody read, if you trade, like, they have to fulfill their contract. They cannot be traded again, and they have to play till the end of the contract, which is real interesting.
Yeah. So basically, what it is that before you couldn't really sell DPs to other MLS teams; they had to be outgoing transfers, which is why all the big players would go away. Now they can be bought from another MLS team, so you could basically buy a DP from somebody else. So right now we were talking about it: Evander, Cucho, Lucho, all these players, Driussi maybe even if River Plate doesn't pay up. It's one of those things where, hey,
Estudiantes coming after him too now. He's got multiple suitors.
That's true. And obviously he doesn't want to be there. He just show up.
Yeah, but I think he reported that because Estudiante put up a huge number, but he said it's River or nothing.
Yeah.
But we'll see. People always say that till the offer gets made.
So, but in like so rare sense, it is kind of nice to where it's no longer, oh, where are they going to go? Are they going to go to Challenger? Are they going to go to Champion? Whatever. Now there's like a good likelihood that they stay in MLS and they kind of just get swapped around, which is kind of awesome. It definitely helps out. It means that there's a good chance that players end up staying in the MLS, especially now that we have our standalone competitions. Yeah, they could definitely keep Cucho in MLS. It's a really big thing. It'll be interesting to see how teams utilize this. Another rule that they changed too. So they recently changed it where you could have 3 DPs, 3 under 23 initiative players, or you could do 2 senior DPs and then 4 U23 initiatives or 22. But then if you chose it at the beginning of the season, you couldn't switch again until the next season. Well, they just changed it so they can change that format mid-season. So now in the summer, if things aren't working out, if things aren't looking great, they can go ahead and swap and either bring in another young player or get rid of a young player and then bring in a senior DP. So it's a lot of flexibility.
But you don't get the 2 mil GAM. If you swap to the 2 and 4 mid-season, you don't get the GAM boost. You still,
is that what it is?
Yeah, that's part of it. So that way, like, you couldn't game the system into basically getting 2 extra million in GAM. Fake money. You can't game the system into
Garber
2 million
bucks?
Fake dollars. So you only get 1 million.
Yeah. No, but it is good for the improvement of the league because this makes MLS a little less complicated on the global market. It kind of brings things into reality with the rest of the world where it's like, hey, you ain't got to worry about the GAM, TAM, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You ain't got to do none of that. Like, it's like, hey, dude, if you got the cash for Lucho, bro, you go out and you get your Luchos. The real question is, who else is SKC not going to get? Because they ain't paying for none of these guys.
Guess what? They said how long it's going to take for us to be rebuilt. Guess how long?
Oh, no. How long?
15 months. See you in 15 months when we're good.
Really?
See you next summer.
I'll see you after the World Cup, bro.
Yeah, probably, most likely.
But going back to that one last point where you said, guys transferring out now, at least it's much easier. If a guy leaves my team, like my roster, I would just say I didn't like him anyway. If he goes to Europe or so, I didn't like him anyway. Get out of here, and I'll just find a replacement. I don't have to check and look at my chart. Does he still play in the competition? I need him. I didn't like him anyway.
A rare for 342.
That's what I just got. I had some so rare bucks, some 50% off so rare bucks, and copped one just now. So
hey, why not?
Keep them. Why not?
Rare bucks.
Keep them.
You
Why
just
not?
use some Garber bucks, eh?
Oh my goodness!
My GAM.
Jay Blaze up here in the chat. Shout out Jay Blaze, late from coaching middle school basketball, but he's here. Let's go MLS.
Hey, before you go out and coach, go to Maxi Morales' Sorare page and look at floor.
That's literally what I was doing right now.
Don't leak it on stream. Just say it. Just tell him to go look. Yeah. Just go look.
Yeah, Jay Blaze, go look at Maxi Morales rares.
Just Jay Blaze. Go check it out.
Jay Blaze. Go look at that Maxi Morales rare floor.
Yeah.
Check the first card that's on the market there for you. And nobody else swoop it from him. Jay Blaze is the GOAT.
Stay on the stream. Don't look at it. Just look at us. Don't look at Zara.
Let's talk about other guys.
Yeah. Do you guys have? Is there any other moves in the last week that we haven't talked about since the last MLS show? I guess Friday. Is there?
No, there were Friday during the show. There were a bunch of moves, but I don't think there's been anything since then, really.
Other than what's his name to San Diego? Were we talking about that?
Della
at the beginning?
Vega. Della
Della
Vega,
Ve-
yeah.
Yeah, Della
Oh,
Vega.
Della Torre. Della
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 Torre.
Torre.
Della
Sorry.
Torre.
Yeah. Not Della Vega, Della Torre.
Let's see.
R.I.P.
Kevin Kelsey official to Portland, which was already kind of known. I'm looking to see if anything else has actually gone through that is a big deal. Miami has a couple. One, the loan has officially gone through. They also got a center back who has no cards, so it doesn't really matter right now. And Coco's gone officially.
Yeah. If anybody wants my Coco Karaski rare, I will trade it. If Alex
Welcome
doesn't
to
want
Liga
it.
MX. Welcome to Liga MX.
Ah, maybe. Actually,
Have that be your branch.
Brazil going to contender now might be my branch into contender.
Do you have a lot of Brazil? Rare?
I have a lot limited. Not so much rare, but limited. I have like a few Brazil pieces. Which means if I just fill in the gaps with some Liga MX, we could have a good time. Hello. Dude. All right. We've been here for an hour and 11. There's been a whole lot of dang information. This was a huge update we promise there's more updates, but here's a big update. And then we'll get you more updates for the updates of your updates. Mike, I am a contender boy by default. Straight up factory settings, contender.
No sliders.
No sliders. Straight restore factory settings. I'm a contender boy. That's a little questionable, Mike, but I'm here for it. Anyway, y'all have been incredible. Obviously, good amount of people here. The chat was popping. The hype is real. MLS is freaking back, baby. It's our time to shine. You know dang well that we're going to be bringing you all the MLS content for the whole season, baby. Hey, Sorare, give us rolling locks. Give us a late log for the MLS weekend so we can live before lock. I'm telling you, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Yes, this was all an elaborate plan from Alex. Hit up
I run
Nico, was
so
like,
rare.
yo. He was like, yo, if you move Brazil to contender, he'll be one of us. One of us. Still not doing it. Oh, look at this. Hoodwink making deals from Basil on the stream. That is right. Hoodwink, you are officially one of us.
Oh, nothing like a stream.
Yeah.
That's another 342 I made, Sorare. What are we, Sorare? Come on.
I'm saying, man. Ever since we started pumping MLS, man, we need some commissions over because
I will. Friday was a lot of fun with Thomas and talking about J League and all the information he had. Like that was a lot of fun, and J League would probably be something fun I would look into maybe next season. Not this season. Season is new MLS hype.
Red or Dead spoken to existence, contender in the States, baby. Coming soon to a theater near you.
But not Torre's wallet. Just two.
Never my wallet. No. I'm just here.
Only my wallet opens up for dumb decisions.
Dude, if we get to do a contender show, Zach might buy everybody.
Yeah,
if I get to pumping, it's over.
Yeah, we'll do it. Either way, we'll be back. We'll do an NBA show eventually later on. Obviously, emergency show. NBA got pushed back. And oh, by the way, for those interested that those made it all this way, there is a very, very, very special Footium in the States episode this Saturday, midday, European friendly. There's some top dogs with a lot of creative vision coming on the show. So I didn't know where else to go with that. Just very, very important Footium, folks. So yeah, dude, we'll see you guys later on in the week. Enjoy. Get out there, degen into some MLS cards. Don't buy the pump, man. If the card's already gone, get something else, all right? Don't be that guy. Don't be the top dot. Leave those for me because I'm a procrastinator and I'm going to wait till the very end and degen hard as heck. We'll see you guys soon. Appreciate you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. Don't forget, be nice to somebody. It's about dang time. Give somebody a hug. Give somebody a call. Love each other. We'll see you next time. Later.